One of the most fascinating motorcycles in the auction, and for me, one of the most desirable, particularly if you've always hankered after a roustabout Elvis Honda, would be this 1971 CL450, what Honda called a street scrambler. Unbelievably, that is the correct paint job. And Marky, there's an interesting story behind the paint on these bikes.
Steve, this paint is pretty unique. I mean, it was pretty radical back in the day. The paint scheme is called Flying Dragon. There's a special process that created this. Not all bikes came with this paint, but there were a limited number that were kitted out with this. Makes them incredibly rare.
So what is it that makes these bikes so investable?
Steve, so back in the late 60s in particular, the British bike industry were producing a lot of bikes, but they were using the same bikes, you know, year in, year out. There was minor differences, whereas the Japanese bikes, every year, they were pretty much completely different. This engine came out a few years before this particular bike was built, but it's a trusted 450 double overhead cam, you know, which was pretty radical back in the day, in this K4 Scrambler.
This is definitely another star lot at the Classic Car and Bike Show at the NEC on the 13th of November.